Yo, this is Azanti, your boy, and you're listening to The Wave NG, Afro Pop's most essential. Keep it locked. You don't know.
Features to collab of
the year
2022.
Wadama Atila.
I don't like that song, by the way.
Hey, yeah, for you. What
I don't
does
like
it feel
that
like to not like that song? Charlie,
I'm
talk
allowed
to the
to not,
people.
I'm not allowed to.
Why
I'm
don't you
allowed
like
to
the
not
song?
like
Let's
the
talk
song.
about it.
I don't like the song, but I know that Rema has been carrying Mavens for a minute now.
What do you mean, Karen? Everybody has like a crazy verse on that song. Hello.
That album, Narema carry am sha.
Oh, the album. I haven't listened to the album.
But yeah, you say Wonder More. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I really like that song. Like, really, really like that song. I really like the challenges as well. It has had like the most interesting challenge, like where people like literally have like very graphic and cinematic what's the very graphic cinematic visuals to like Rema's lines and everything.
Okay.
But yeah, Wonder More is really great, and I keep saying it, like when I have like conversations about like Mavens that like, and this is not just because maybe I know one or two people that work there. I think their A&R does like their A&R team does like a really good job, because when you look at how Wonder More is even composed, Rema, like I've heard somebody say that he thinks the song is noise because Rema was singing off key, but somebody else said that is on my side and likes the songs that Rema was singing. I'm not even like a music head in the sense that I don't know the technicalities of all these things. But Rema was clearly singing like alto, like he was singing like an alto this thing, and like she said C minus, but I would say alto, and it even rhymes with like how the synth of the beat goes, and then just how they were able to arrange everything. Say for instance, Rema set the tone, but then you have Bayani coming next, and then he kept the tone. It was like when you're handing the baton over and over to somebody and you just see every other team member not dropping the ball. Like say for instance, when Ladipo came, he slowed things down in a way that still felt very amped up, and it was just like he just like literally set the tone for Arista, and then you have Johnny Drew closing it off with violins and in a very calming way, and it just really ties it up nicely. So I think the A&R does like a really good job. Say for instance, even on Overloading, people say like most people like Boy Spice's part a lot, and it's literally like I think like the fourth verse. So imagine listening to 3 verses that you really like and then still having like a 4th verse that is really nice. I mean, props to them. They're doing like a really good job. This year has actually been a year of like very promising and interesting collabs. Calm Down, Rema, Selena Gomez.
I don't like Selena's verse, but it is a monumental feature. I mean, the ground literally shook when that song came out. So they had been talking, she always like calm down, and then she said, he asked her, and then she kind of hopped on the song. I'm still, the best, all of these international collabs we've had has actually been Chris Brown.
But what Chris Brown song?
The one he did with Wizkid, the first, Love You Every Day.
Mona Lisa encore.
Mona Lisa is kind of there, but he's actually been the best.
Blow Your Mind.
Blow Your Mind was good too.
Time and Affection
was good too. Yeah. Chris Brown understands how to do the Afro pop thing. The rest of the guys are still figuring it out.
What do you think of Ashake and Friday? The Blessings.
You said Bandana. Why are we going to calm down? We didn't talk about Bandana properly. Except our South Korean counterparts who, when they really get...
please don't do that.
When they really get this thing, they are going to come for all our markets. But yeah, Bandana as well. Bandana is I think that's like low-key the best song of Fireboy's project. Mm-hmm. And I think that it's a spiritual song. It has a lot of substance in it. It has a lot of meaning to it, and especially as a pop song to hit you in those motivational. It's a motivational song, and a really great feature.
Right now I can't remember lyrics to Banana, but my beats like, sir, what do you mean?
Naija boy where they go foreign, they never see me coming. See me coming.
No, you say the lyrics that like I read it from a teleprompter. Johnny, what is happening? Let's say you don't cram and finish.
There's a lot of passion there. I like that song. But Calm Down with Selena Gomez. Shout out to Selena Gomez. Shout out to Rema. I think that song has already done 1 billion. That was insane.
Definitely.
For a song to have that much amp, and then for Burna, of course, to just be like you.
That's literally one of the best guest verses this year, if you ask me. That was a really good verse. Burna Boy turned in on that song, and he just gave it new life. This is a song that we loved already, and he just came out like, 1 second, hold up. You think you love this song? I'm about to make you obsessed with it. Crazy, very crazy thing.
But yeah, Burna brought a lot of energy to that song. The song was already going. The song was already mad, but for Burna to come in, the video, spectacular. Asake is just too good. Asake has just been like, I've never seen an artist be so prepared for the limelight, and I think that's the main thing. He was prepared for the moment.
You know, one other song I feel like I might have, spoken too soon by saying, okay, no, I said Burna Boy had like one of the best guest verses this year. Okay, I'm not taking that back. But another really good collab that I think is probably, worthy of being like the number one collab of the year, and we'll probably go toe-to-toe with Sungba.
I think at the end of this, we'll say the number one.
Philo, so good. And it's literally carrying like Bella Shmurda's album, but not even like a bad way, because that song is so good. Dan Atkins has his hand up. Why do you have your hands up, sir?
I want to stand for because
Wicked City. Which one? Okay, Wicked City. If it's for Wicked City, def.
I'm going for the Pearls, though. Mason and Santi.
I'm going for Wicked City.
But I feel like Wicked City is actually a very good collab. Back to Philo, though. I don't.
What? You don't like Philo too?
Yeah.
Problem.
It's not on my. I don't replay that song.
When this thing goes out and people hear that this dude right here doesn't like Philo,
and it's fine. I take all the bullets.
I'm worried for you, Jaji.
I always take all the bullets. It is what it is.
Like, you don't like Philo. How do you sleep at night?
I sleep like a baby, bro. I sleep like a baby.
Are you sure about that?
Listening to the song my guy just mentioned, The Pearls. But yeah, Philo, massive record. An unexpected duo in Omah Lay and Bella
Shmurda.
Omah Lay had a low-key, high-key year. He was under the radar, but he did all the musical things right.
That part.
I don't know. Then you said Wicked City.
Yeah, Dan pointed out to Wicked City, and I really, really love Wicked City. Wicked City is even constructed like it's a ghost song, but a ghost Nigerian song. I don't know how to explain it really. It was just really sweet, very haunting as well. A big vibe.
Definitely a big vibe. I see we also have Baddest Boy. Baddest Boy was one of probably the biggest song of first quarter this year.
Yeah.
It was unbearable.
He had us like nature go, like it was everywhere.
I
don't say it was unbearable.
It was unbearable, insufferable, inescapable. But I like the song. I like the song. And for it to come out in January. Another thing, January might be the month where if you don't want to catch that December hype, just drop a song, very good song, give it a nice marketing push, because everybody's taking a break.
The industry doesn't start to wake until like May, June.
No,
actually May, June.
There's a little February thing. Then of course with Easter, there's that resurgence. But first quarter, if you're able to do something early January, mid to late January, you might have something there. So
Davido also held it down, that's one crazy thing about Davido. Like, he's how he's just always able to, tear up the place. Just coming on the feature, tear up from Baddest Boy to Electricity to even What Are We.
Let's stick with Electricity first. So Electricity, thoughts?
Davido really did his thing, and then for Fuse, who is has transitioned from being a producer to being a producer and a music maker, and now this is his second hit song. He's like, bro is really in his bag. And speaking of being in his bag and being a producer that's transitioned to being producer and a hit maker, there's also Young Joan, and the fact that Davido was also on Dada Remix. Now Dada Remix is not my favorite Davido guest feature, but he still did the work. He did what had to be done, and it's still also a good remix.
What are we?
We are podcast partners.
No, funny. But yeah, I think What Are We was it's nice that CK is able to churn out hits. I don't know if...
And even one that resonates with like Nigerian scene.
Little bit of hate I saw on the TL. Apparently his show didn't do that well. He had a show a couple nights ago.
I actually also have like a problem with how like the entire show was curated and marketed. What? if you know me, you know that like I'm one of the biggest Shay Vibes fans. But why did they have Shay Vibes at a CK show? Why did they have Black Bones? Why did they have all these people? I feel like it could have been created better in a way that felt like CK. And I feel like to Nigerian fans, CK isn't being marketed in a way that feels like him. It feels like they're trying to do like the regular, he's a big star thing.
Do you think
forgetting
that they've never had a good plan for CK in Nigeria? Do you think that's just a reality? But that's just a reality. They've never been able to find the right way to sell him to Nigerians. Because Loaded, Ashake, Tiwa Savage x Ashake.
Loaded is a Loaded song.
You're the one that likes the song. I don't mind it. I don't mind the song. I actually like the song.
Oh, I'm serious. I remember there was a time you didn't like it. People like say they don't go.
Easy. I like the song. Great song. Shout out to Ashake and Tiwa Savage. But yeah, your thoughts?
Loaded is a great song. Yeah. Like now I sound like I don't believe that.
Yeah, you sound like me right now.
Yeah, which is very surprising. What just happened there? But like I like Loaded. Loaded is a great song. And I like how, Tiwa was still able to hold it down with Loaded. I think it was also a great bounce back from Cocophone, which didn't resonate as much with like people like the industry generally and like the music. Because
allegedly she's biting someone's flow. But that's not for this year, that's for next year.
Judgy, what's the tea?
Whatever I do it better when I smoke my marijuana.
Okay, let's move on.
420, Midas, the Jagger Band, and Leah. I like that song because anytime I want to feel happy and partake in a activity that enables me to feel a little bit happier, I listen to that song.
In the 420 activity, you mean?
I don't know this activity. Just is an activity. It might be playing football, it might be playing FIFA, it might be talking to my friends. But that song is a nice song. I like their chemistry, the way they get together on that song, and I like that it was about a slightly unorthodox topic. Purveying your love for a certain
20s unorthodox.
In the Nigerian context, talking openly about your indulgence in.
No.
For a pop star, not for street artists. For street artists, you feel fagbo, but
have
like
Burna Boy.
Burna is Burna now.
We have Wizkid.
Wizkid is Wizkid has name one song where Wizkid talking about smoking weed on the hook.
Thank you for helping me out,
On the hook. I beg. That's Wizkid now. We're talking about like mainstream, not a street guy. Burna is literally Burna. He has dreadlocks and has always been talking about weed all his career. Poppy. I don't want to say poppy, but like clean pop star thing.
Minus is clean pop star.
Leah more so.
Okay.
Leah more so. Okay. But I like that song. Really like that song. Do we have any other features of the year? Do we want to crown our number one? What's your feature of the year?
What's my feature of the year? Interesting. Let me see. I think for me it's between Sungba Remix and Philo.
Give one. Don't be on the fence.
I am going to give it to. Please can I have drum rolls because I am actually still thinking. Bamisha's on the hot seat.
We'll put drum roll in post.
My feature of the year goes to. This is me stalling because I actually still thinking Sungba, Philo, Sungba. Which one does it go to? Sungba. It goes to Sungba.
Thank God you made my job easier. I was going to give it to Bandana, but for the sake of synchronicity, I will give it to Sungba Remix, Burna and...
World peace has been attained.
Ashake and Burna Boy, yes. Shout out Dream Team. But close runner-up would be Bandana.
For me, close runner-up, Philo.
But yeah.
And Bandana too. Very
wow, look at that. We got through a segment without fighting.